Hello, this is FG back with EU4 Anbennar. Today we are continuing on with the Vanrahar campaign. The last episode we obviously managed to break the Tiger Command apart. I'm actually going to declare that war myself, so I do not want to let them do that. Other than that, we just conquered some other parts of Rahen, but the big thing was that we fought a coalition war, which went poorly, and then we fought a real war against the Tiger Command, which went much better. Alright, so we are going to do this. I would have liked a little bit of time to recover, but it's fine. And then we can go with large cast iron cannons. Here, here, here. All right. Okay, and we can go ahead and take that. It's not the best, but it will let us take that for an extra diplomat. And then here, 85%, it's pretty good. And go ahead and send the troops back to the homeland. Fortunately, we do not have taken war score. Is that... have them there. I'd actually like to have that manpower really bad. There's the Admiral. Speaking of fleets, we do actually want to build a bunch more fleets, or a bunch more light ships. What I meant. Yeah, reinforce cost can be kind of expensive. We can do that. Go here. Alright, so we can do all of that. That's pretty good. The Wunyan question. The Wunyan rule by the grace of Hobgoblin arms. We cannot stand for this. Alright. We want to shore everything up. We can also become an empire. Excellent. these guys can go here. As far as... separate... Okay, they do have separatism. Yeah, take that. Alright, Golden Highway's looking pretty good. Get all the ships together. What about them? Who are they allied with? Once we are done coring up our provinces that we have conquered, we're going to go ahead and go in against Septiceme and grab their provinces. We get these ships, caravels, protect trade in the Gulf of Rahen. And then I would also kind of like a flagship, fleet morale, trade power, and then we can go with fleet movement speed. And we will only get more trade power as we build more of the highway, which is excellent. Okay. Game has decided to crash. Alright, we are back. Hopefully it does not crash again. More highway construction right there. Yes. What's this one? Royal Library. Okay. Yes, we also need to restore the temples because... they give nice buffs. Along with, I'm not actually sure if keeping them repaired delays the what's it called? The rending. Oh yes, forgot to put these guys on protect trade in the Gulf of Rahen. Excellent. And we got it in our capital. It's amazing. Check something. Okay, yeah, I can't sail ships up to Cardiana. Cool if you could. And maintenance could be good. Do you have any great trade goods anywhere? Dye or silk. You could develop Sriyama. Oh yeah, I need to do High Temple Archaeology as well. So we want to go ahead and build right there. Go ahead and increase infrastructure in Abuvia. And here, We can wait to do that a little bit. That would give us precursor relics, which is amazing. Our development here. Yeah, we can give them the sailors that they want. Another conversion, excellent. Alright, almost done pouring that stuff up. Actually get these ships together. Protect trade in the Gulf of Rahen. 48% to 54%, which represents a pretty significant increase in money, actually. Okay. We can go with... let's get an extra merchant. Alright, excellent. And here we can get ship trade power propagation. It's always good. Alright. Take these guys and run them up north. And we are going to declare... That'll actually be most of Donkadan owned by us, which is wonderful. I'll go ahead to take Thought Weave. We will host Shrungal Games, I guess. I will join myself. Archery, sword dueling. We'll do sword dueling. And here... No, we want to actually do this first. Okay, take that. Take that. We get this, which is an unreasonably large province. Because why wouldn't it be? And we can come here and we can take these two. I can actually do that. Extra 90 ducats. Alright. Fortunately, those provinces are very large, which really sucks. We can come here, and we can set it right there. these guys can go back to drilling. These guys can go back to drilling as well. Can't culture convert anything at the moment. Alright, like 53 Splendor. Alright. And then we want to build a few more governing buildings. I'd actually like to do that. Yeah, Cantalism, we can lose that. Temple Complex. Excellent. What? Brass Palace or the Grand Bazaar? Obviously, it's gotta be the Brass Palace. And then the Golden Palace. I can upgrade that as well. And we'll go towards Pitchka. We're building courthouses on the provinces we annexed. Yeah, this one first. Sure. And honestly, I'm kind of gonna leave that to you. Magical infrastructure complete. Excellent. So now we can go study magic. Come here, and we'll do illusion. And then we can do summon familiar. Now I will deploy one army. Our air like build a bunch of barracks for everyone. Okay, we've almost reached Sriyama, which is great. Crouching Shadow is a pretty cool name. Okay. think we're basically done with chilling out. So we are going to go ahead and do a bit of a war. Probably actually go ahead and get rid of the galleys and rebuild some carracks instead. We're not good at naval warfare, but having carracks would be very nice. Spy network, and here, what we want is going to be like all of these provinces. Yeah, I'll actually pay the money. Take out a loan to get better professionalism. We lost an absolute ton of professionalism in the Hobgoblin War. Ooh, Abuvia's back. Oh yeah, that's something I can do. Alright, and then we can just throw an advancement edict on that. What can we take? Dynastic administration. Probably not. Meritocratic recruitment seems good. Probably wait so we can take the next tech. Tech-wise... Must be one of the ships we captured. Get that. On Hrodsteta, I need you to do more against the Raheni slaver nations. So what I want from this war is ideally going to be something a little like that. And I do want to actually take these provinces from them, and I could hand off some of them to Rodstedta, which I assume probably would have liked those provinces. Stability. This is actually the siege general I would prefer to have. Yes, that makes that a lot better. From Semprong, could I actually... No, I cannot. I don't know how this river works exactly. Because you can't really cross it, but... Like... Didn't know if there would be like a sea connection or something. Trade efficiency. Please go siege that. Complete. Alright, how close are we? Okay, we're done. It's great. In terms of institutions, it will spread all over this way. Go ahead and throw advancement edicts on all of this to try and get it going. Anyone who wants out of this war, Semprong kind of does, but don't know if I really want to let them out. Let's just do that for the moment. Wow. They actually were trying to do something. I am so proud of Fraudstedta. They can follow basic requests and obey a very basic military strategy of actually siege down the enemy. Alright, I assume... yeah, they're gonna want out. Okay, those are all occupied by me. siege general. If it's 4 siege, it's amazing. That. Excellent. And then they can go sit off the coast here. And I think I changed when the game crashed. I think I changed it so it's... Yeah, I did. Yeah, we will go ahead and take that. Excellent. And I'm actually going to leave that army there. And here, we are going to go and take all of those provinces. Do we have our... No, we do not have it on. Post the games, do that, and that. Oh, do we have Thought Weave active? Yeah, sorry. Different icon than I was thinking it had. We actually won't take money just for the sake of reducing the what's it called? The truce timer. Send our best athletes. Excellent. We're still waiting on institutions to spread. Can we embrace it? No. Should actually spread here fairly quickly, right? Yeah, decently fast. One can go sit there. Okay, this army can actually go sit in the city. Deal with unrest there. And then seize land without anyone actually getting upset. You can do that. 3,000 soldiers is nothing to me at this point. Okay. I think we started the culture conversion, so I do not think they should... I don't think that stops it. Let's see. Excellent. We did good. Okay, right there. Separatist sentiment. Does that... Okay, no, that doesn't stop the culture conversion. Excellent. Alright. That's great. We can do that. And then Zaka Separatist. revolts, having a great time. Making sure to deal with the Separatists before they can really do anything is, or siege anything down is important, because separatism... We will convert the Haramari, the Royal Haramari, too, because we are the only real Haramari. Okay. Crafty nobles. I'll take the money. And then the Rahen Raj Separatists, which I think is actually the Raj formable for the humans of the Lower Henny. Alright, that is pretty much all of the Separatists. So we come here, do that, do that. Then they can do that. Wonderful. Okay, in terms of institutions, okay, throw that down. I don't think Kurai and Uleg would probably attack us. We need to actually fulfill that. It's good. Still waiting on cores to be done. Wonderful. Silk farm. Oh, an extra merchant's good. Hopefully these guys are allied with Denny Raj, which is excellent. Do I wanna... yeah, I wanna corp the South Tonkaden. A lot of good stuff over there. Okay, is that all of... yes, it is. Okay. We'll send another one right here, and then we'll take one right here. How are these guys looking in terms of armies? I'm actually going to throw a guarantee onto the Wolf Command, because they're kind of surrounded. Then we will come here and do a crush the Praxis, I guess. So if we do that, we'd have to fight Kabit Tolenti. Oh. I can do... these guys can head home. Okay, 2,800. We will go to the middle, cast, and take out loans. And then we can pull off all of the edicts that we have down, which is great. It's kind of crazy Buvari has been doing so well, given we took their capital away from them, like, fairly early on. can do that. How many cannons will I need? Okay, we need to go up to 12 cannons per army. I mean, I assume that's not, yeah, it's not an issue for our force capacity, so it is fine. Expansion, alright. So here, we can go ahead and take these two, which is great, and will give us nearly all of the Conquedan. Wait, who else are we fighting? Cabot Toleni, we can go siege their capital. Actually, don't want to do any of that because we will vassalize Cabot Toleni later. I'm gonna take cash from them though. Alrighty. Get those cores working here, do that, and then take the ships as well as this one. I want to protect trade in the Gulf of Rahen. Sorry. Okay, yeah, we'll get rid of him. I only do national manpower modifier. Hey, Bimlau, would you mind doing that? We also want to do a temple restoration. Okay, any more culture conversions? No. It's being worked on. Sure. Are they being attacked? Yeah, they are. Alright. Dominate the Karyana. The Karyana is the ancient border between Rahen and the rest of Hellas. If we are to make a truly secure home for the Haramari, we'll need to take and fortify this border. Their walled cities will be walls of the Haramari. Okay, so that gives us all that stuff for 50 years. How many years of separatism do these provinces have? Like 20. Yeah, only about 20 years. It's not too bad. Actually, number 2, a GP. Definitely want military tech right now. Obviously, we're going to take that, because we like shock damage, because we are true Haramari. And claim on West Bay. Okay, claim on Lenny. Excellent. There goes the trader. Give me a real advisor. Alright. Hey, Bimlau. Can actually improve relations with you. Is that really all I can do? Yeah. Do that, and then... Where is it? And we can... Set an insult like that. Alright, favors. Break your alliance with them. Okay. And then Colin. Oh. Colin does not want to be friends anymore, but that's okay. Assume they do not have... No, they don't have wars on that. Okay, we can declare for that, and we will call Grotstetta in, because they're very nice and we love them very much. I will host the games. I will join myself. How old is he? 30. Let's do sword dueling. See if we can win. Alright, we'll head over here. And then as for what we want, it's gonna be something like that. I'll take that as well, just to kind of create nice borders. Splendid event. Ooh, we actually won. That's pretty good. Okay, so that's Colin sieged. Bombat. Hey, Colin. Get a... no... rid of that. And so I'll take cash. Back trade in the Gulf of Rahen. Excellent. They put up a pretty good fight. Alright, and we'll do Thought Weave, which is great, and this will make some people upset, but do I really care? Not really. And then what do we want for the Northern Raj? Not that province. Okay, and we'll do that. Alrighty. This also does funny things with our borders, which is always nice. I assume these lands are probably still kind of a little bit screwed up from the wars. Yeah, a little bit. How long of a truce do we have with them? 5 years. Alright. Alright. We can hand out that. And then Cast-bound curricula. Strict weapon ban. Excellent. Ambrosia from Aelantir. Ichka. Assume no more culture conversions. Yes, that is right. Alright, that gives me a little bit of extra cash, which I can use to pay off some of my loans, which is good. These guys can drill. Where are these guys? As far as people being upset at me, a lot of people are, but it does not matter all that much. I'm gonna improve relations with Yantong. Ancient Tome. I'll go with that. Swords are fine. And then we will come here and throw on an invisibility. 8 claims. Excellent. Alright. 3 prestige. Wonderful. Excellent. And then we can come here and do... I'll do a Theater of Simulacra. Yeah, we also need to do this. Throw one of those down. Because we should have... Yeah. Purge development. We'll do this. Building slots remaining less than 2. Well, one of them can be a production workshop, because we will want that. Here, we will take another merchant. Extra money is always nice. Of course, we will give them sailors. We don't really need sailors. That to get even more. Go fight for those two. No, we want to let our quarries get done first. I'm also going to turn root out corruption up a little bit more. I'll turn that way down so we can make more money. Gotta provoke those guys to revolt so I don't have to deal with it later. Alright. Where are all of these conversions happening? Over here. Okay. Yeah, I can deal with that. I assume they're happening. No, they're not actually. Where is that convert? Oh, it is over here. Never mind. I'm an idiot. Those two dealt with. Excellent. Alright. Do they have cores on any of the provinces we are coring? They do not. Alright, so you know what that means. Means we are about to do a bunch of conquering against the Hobgoblins. Yeah, they cannot handle quality troops. Okay. Merchants. We can do tech cost. That's pretty good. Does it make any sense? Not really. Oh yeah, max promoted culture. That's fucking amazing. My favorite thing. Because, you know, the amount of accepted culture. What do we have? Hillsworn, Ashwoven. I know that. Okay, yeah, I know where all of these are from. I guess I can go ahead and explain. Primal Haramari, obviously. Royal Haramari, obviously. Ashwoven, Kongji. Yep, there they are. Hillsworn is a bakeling thing. Roaming is these guys. This. Serene. Those guys. Silent. And then Worthy is the one unified Haramari. Very annoying. Alright. I can actually do a simulation program. Actually gonna wait a few months to get a little bit more admin. And probably look for a a mage. Yeah. Here we can get off another loan. How much admin is this gonna be? 485. Yeah, do that. We'll get up to about 200. And here, we don't really want to take that, because unbalanced research. Oh yeah, I need to build more stuff here. Trade. Concentrate dev there. It's a little bit better. Get the 50 extra admin. And then they can deal with rebels here. I don't have a truce with Semprong anymore, which is nice. actually like that. All of Endless Debate Tier 1. Okay, we can do that. Okay, I will now revoke my guarantee since they're in a much better position. We're gonna have to go fight the damn centaurs at some point. Actually, I don't like that. Okay. And then we can do a little bit of development. What do I need for this? 100 mana. Okay, we'll take that so we can get Tech 15. I'm also going to focus admin. The Western Kingdoms, the last stretch of the Dimbasa River before the river disappears in the Gankadeni Hills, and the westernmost part of those fertile plains. This land is an essential part of southern Rahen. It will be ours. Alright, so we need to convert quite a lot of people. Next, we can do High Temple Archaeology. The High God left many temples scattered all across Hellas. One of the main one lies within our countries. However, there is still so little we know of these divine beings. In order to truly ascend to their status, we must intensify our research and find more of their secrets. Alright. Sure. Curaspid. What is this? Yeah, I like that. We can actually here spy network. The Brass Palace. What's the Brass Palace? Yearly corruption is actually pretty good. keep our current advisor. Who wants to work? It sucks. Actually get that, and then we get that as well. What do we need to do next? Overlord of Dujat. To Gayasa area. You know what? I think I can afford that. Yeah, I can. Then we will get better cannons. Alright. I'm gonna fight Simprong, and I'm only gonna take the 2 provinces that I actually need, because I dearly need to catch up on admin. Throw these guys on suppression duty. Let's do the games. How old is he? 40. Send our best athletes. Yeah. Minus 2 arrest is just good. Hoping I can just siege down like those 2 provinces and hopefully get like or get Buvari to just like abandon their alliances. Alright, so for Buvari, I can get you to end your alliance with them, and then that one. That's fine with me. Alright, we want a few of them. It's pretty good. Alright, and from Semfrong, we literally want those 2 provinces. Here we want them and them, and then they can get upgraded. And protect trade in the Gulf of Rahen. It's just 2 provinces. Alright. Most of the provinces I need. We're getting pretty close to having all of Rahen, which is wonderful, obviously. And we'll do the Golden Highway and do Jot. And then Study Magic, Illusion. Excellent. Really just like, yeah, trade efficiency is what I want. I need an extra missionary too. Okay. Missionary, wonderful. North Confident area. Doesn't really give us much. Yeah, I'll do that. And conversions are looking solid. Land fire damage. We will actually go and that, and then we do invisibility. And we can fabricate claims on East Rajnahaga, West Rajnahaga, and then that one. Truce with them is up in 3 years. Truce with them is up in... $7 years. Spy network here. Alright. Sempron, build spy network. Would be really good if we could get it. Things we can do with money. A bunch of mage towers. Alright. Probably have to do that. One of the following. Vanrahar has unlocked the missionary school's idea. I think the missionary schools would probably be the easier of the two. And we can continue building more mage towers. Sure. Yeah, do that. I'm happy for him. Alright. Yeah, we're building the road in Dijat. Cool. Forgot about that. Gonna need them to be a level 5 advisor just for the admin. Ooh, Junxiang. That's pretty good. We can also do a royal marriage with them, which is pretty cool. Alright, the Praxis crushed. After that silver-tongued snake Suhan spat out his nonsense for all Rahen to hear, the humans have become much more resistant to accepting their rightful place beneath us. We cannot hunt down every last one of his brainwashed cultists, but that doesn't mean the majority aren't militant. With our might, we can keep the rest of them out of the core lands of the Haramraj. Once this is done, perhaps we can teach the people the truth about Suhan. Suhan and his praxis have been a disaster for Raheni society. It has made the humans disobedient and led other Haramari to believe in falsehoods, like denying their superiority over humans. No matter how hard we try, Suhan's ideas seem impervious to any counter-arguments, so a different approach is needed. We shall enlighten the people about the real Suhan with several anecdotes. For example, one day Suhan was on a sinking ship. As the water roiled, Suhan scampered into an escape boat and began rowing away. The remaining passengers cried out from the deck, "Suhan, there are still children on board," but Suhan replied, "I appreciate the offer, but I am not hungry." Another time, while Suhan was in the Hall of Endless Blade, a kobold approached him to cogitate. Confused, Suhan looked down at the kobold, explaining, "Oh dear, someone's pet is loose." Suhan's followers, obeying a whim, gifted him a chariot. After drinking many pain relief potions from Condi, he began to pilot his vehicle with abandon. He soon came across a school for hobgoblin children, crashing his chariot into... Actually, Suhan wasn't being evil there. Scribes? Redact that. How could anyone associate themselves with Suhan after this? These true stories shall be disseminated across the realm. Now, it's unlikely people will ever recognize the validity of these stories immediately. But if we keep repeating them, then eventually our citizens will start believing at least some of them, right? And the Oni told him how to... Alright, let me get rid of that. I don't want that. I want admin ideas. Who the fuck are these? Wondering who those were. Yeah. You can take that, fine. Admin and divisor, cheaper. We want the admin, or the port creation cost one most badly. Oh yeah, that is something we should probably do. Upgrade that fort, that fort, that fort, this fort, this fort, this fort as well. So that way we have a nice sort of break. And we can get rid of the regimental camp here and build a fort there. We want forts in all of our temples just because repairing them is annoying. We will help them relocate to the Spirit Realm. Prison arrogance. Yeah. Let's do Dukara. That's something I should also probably do, is build a fort here. Build one here as well. You can upgrade that one. What am I fighting against? tube. That. Here, and then these guys can run back here. I'll take the corruption. Alright, so Raj Nahaga, just get out the thing war. I don't really care that much. Are they the attacker or the defender? Let's do that. Okay, I can peace out without anyone getting very upset about it. Vanrahar needs them all. Alright. We finally have core cost reduction. Enchantment, thought weave. Alright. Send our best athletes. Alright. What do we need for this? This army can head here. They can deal with any sort of revolts up north. We also need to build forts. Yep, there. So most of our forts upgraded. Scale 3, Theologian. Cash. Alright. No, we want a decent amount. It's pretty good. Oh, look at that wonderful, beautiful map, culture map mode. That's amazing. There's only one worthy Haramari left. We're also gonna have to fight Kurai and Uleg. I'll wait for them to beat Rajnahaga, and then take what they gain from them. Okay, that's done. We don't need that anymore. Do want more of these provinces, so I can corner. What's it called? So I can corner the market. Alright. Really, Semfrog? You feel like you're a rival to me? Sekuang. In terms of manpower, they have 55,000. Alright. Probably should build another army at some point. Yeah, we have 30,000 on the front line, which is great. Free trade, mercantilism, because that feels pretty appropriate for our nation. And then as for what I want to take from them, probably that. How much 347. Yeah, like that. Okay, yeah, that's my good siege general. Construction cost. That's pretty solid. And we can do some of those. They can deal with all of the rebels here. Wonderful, they're gone. Alright, do I have thought weave going? Yes, I do. Alright. What I want is gonna look something like that. Gives me most of my claims. I also don't really want to go into the bomb dan, because I'll have the vassal who can do that for me. Alright, so, Covet Plenty. Give me your money. Give me more reps. Excellent. That, and can't do anything over there. $40,000, yeah, that seems good. Send one here. These guys, and instead of drilling, do this. I can get rid of them, and then go up to 32. We can go here, get rid of them. Go up to 32, and these guys, I don't really need the cavalry. There. Okay, good. Conversions will get done, which is perfectly fine with me, actually. Okay, so let's go with 32, 16. This will cost how much? 736. Put them down there. These guys can actually drill. These guys can drill as well. Alright, porcelain cities are looking good. Where's this? Let him stay home. Why not? Actually, I will enter the theater. Yeah, that's good. And managed to get that. Got that, alright. Oh no. Alright. Oh, the Boar Command joined a coalition. Oh no. Actually, bring these up to 16. Alrighty. Cores are good. The games. Gonna throw 2 full cores down there. Yeah, we want the extra admin. How many men do they have, and what tech are they on? Tech 16. Also do need to come here and build a spy network on them. It is fairly important that we manage to siege this down. Alright. Next we can do that one. 17 here. Alright. As for what I want, like, preferably these, just kind of take the entire area, but might not be possible, but we will send 3 armies, which should hopefully be enough. We also do want to stick to, kind of areas where, there's hills and uneven terrain. What the hell happened to their manpower? Okay, I guess we don't need 3 armies. Here. We do have taken war score. Wait, what's their title? The Fire Empire. God, that's such a cool fucking name. Alright, that will kick them out of Rahen, which is beautiful for us. They have not even converted anything. Yeah, they have not. Okay, so this army can head back. No, I do not want to talk to them. I want to talk to... East... What about Jianxiang? Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Steel maps. Steel maps of the East Forbidden Plains. Alright. Yeah, they're getting dunked on. Reactions, request to share maps of that one. Beautiful. Oh, they purged all of the trolls. That's really sad. I'm not sure if I've ever actually seen anyone unify Nomsula. Maybe I've seen the ogres do it once, but I'm not sure I've seen anyone else. Shit. Oh no, it's not as bad as I thought it'd be. We actually have a lot of potential absolutism. Pretty sure this is the soldier one. Can't remember all the names. Okay, steel maps of the Arcahoy. Alright. Do that. Alright, we're good. Easy. And then we want to send an army here, and we want to send an army back here. These guys need an extra few cannons. There goes my court mage. That is rather unfortunate. Get another court mage though. They can also take that off finally. I'll have this guy retire to get a little bit better point generation. Then we will need to wait a long time to be able to culture convert that. Speaking of culture conversion... Lords, other cannons. I don't think iron... We don't really have all that many iron provinces. Well, we have a couple. Fewer copper provinces. Okay, so with all of that money, we can also begin doing that. We'll need to grab 2 Gayasa. But we'll wait for all of the cores to be done first. Yep, do that one, siege ability, that one, okay. The treasury. It needs to make sure that none of those provinces rise up in revolt. Oh. I've actually done that stuff. Alright. Some of our cores are almost done, so it seems fine to attack Tukayasa. Also, why did you guys make it so hard for just a little tiger guy to declare a war? Okay, they do actually have cores on one of those provinces, which kind of sucks. As far as Diplo... And Hobgoblins, screw those guys. Gatub. And I'll just take that. That way we can have nice, pretty... Oh, not pretty, but easy to traverse borders. Oh no, not the Hobgoblins. Alright, let's actually see what a shock phase looks like for us. Yep. It's pretty rough. Nail attack. Do not care. Institution spread. Actually, institution spread is probably going to be the best. Okay. Beyond Fong is going to be a little bit annoying to deal with, but that is to be expected. Okay, so... them. Do they have any allies that I really care? No, do not. first let me move my troops this way. And then I can hit that. Bianfang. They do not want to give up. They did actually get their province back. They changed it to be their capital again. Hey, Bianfang. Still don't care. They'll actually come here and do that. Alright, Bianfang, you should be willing to peace out. You are. And for this, I need one of these to have a fort. I'd kind of prefer to get that done as quick as possible, so we will go with that. Excellent. And we can come here and do an illusion assimilation program. Wait to do thought weave. And we'll see how he does. And now we can do all of this. Overlord of Dujat. Okay. As far as Buvari, we still have a truce. Regions. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna need to fabricate some claims on Buvari again. They can drill, they can drill, they can drill. Okay, so for institutions, we actually will just go to the middle cast and take the loans out. There we are. Hey! He won. Get claim right there. How many years of separatism? Too goddamn many. Alright, who is Rajnahaga allied to? No one. Rival them. Let's go to war with Rajnaha go and just kind of grab their provinces. Says Sarnapur. Alright, and I'm right there. These guys can head here. Take that. Alright, we are looking great. And then these guys go back on drilling. We're doing alright. Who do I need for the Northern Raj? I don't actually need that province. Hey, Jade March. Give me access. I do want to actually throw some full force down there. Yeah, we still have... Okay, so, hold. Get out. Or let him come. Yeah, I can do that. State magical thesis. Excellent. Now we can come here and do Theater of Simulacra. Excellent. They can go. Alright, and we will take those. Oh no, we don't need one there. These guys can sit here and deal with the rebels that show up. Two of a kind. Overlords of Dujat. As the Overlord of Dujat, we can finally claim the full defenses of the Karyana. The river is ours to control, and the city scholars are ours to question. Oh, it is great to be the strongest. And who has the... Ah, shit. Okay, so for Buvari, he come here. First I want to throw an invisibility down, and then I want to vacate claim on... What's this? The Kindi. Kindi. And then the lure to Blenny. I think those are all the provinces we want from Buvare. Alright. We are transferring there. Actually, we want to transfer here instead of there. We'll build a bunch of ships. Looking excellent. Absolutism looks pretty good too. Hard times. Yeah, want tolerance of true faith. Those guys can go back to drilling. They can head back to here and there we are. This is the... no, this is the Tiger Hobgoblin. Does have the Wolf War camp still. Alrighty. Great power-wise, we are number 2. A lot of that is Wex. We're still on early frigates. I do not care. Alright, Semfrong. I'll build a spy network over them as well. Liberation. Now we'll take Tech 18. Okay, we are looking great. Their capital. I really prefer really anyone else. Rank are they? Can't tell. Assume that they might be an empire? No, they couldn't be. Como petition. Yeah, grant them the charter, the sunken temple, teach them power. Guess I can build a few more of those. And then, is there any fun, great projects? The Golden Palace. Our governing capacity. It'd be an issue, so yeah. Yes, obviously. Dye markets. Concadent Family Forge. Land fire damage is not great for us, but we will do it anyways. Alright. Tribal subjugation. The tribes of the Gonkadeni have long been semi-independent from the control of the Raj. It is time we put these people in the proper place as servants of the Haramari. Okay. Development in the capital. Can I do that? That'd probably be pretty easy. But it makes sense to actually do that. Want to build that, even if it takes a really long time. There's only 2 lower Raheni provinces left in Rahen. We can go ahead and do a liberation campaign against them. Alright. As for what we release... Where's Jiang's Juxi? Right, excellent. And they can come here. In terms of what we want, yearly absolutism is probably the best to take first, because we get the most value out of it the earlier we enact it. These guys can just handle the stuff. Don't really want to think about it. Again. Also, we want to throw that down because it has a really good defensiveness right there. Yes, what do I do with all of this military points? Okay. They can actually head back. to the homeland. Wait. Shit. That's right, I gotta develop this. What does Qian Birong want from them? Yes. Okay, they can go back to drilling. They can go back to drilling. They can go back to drilling. That with this 32. Go ahead and throw 2 more infantry on each of these. And we can, from here, build a bunch of training fields. More the merrier. What we want here is we will see what we can do. Alright, so we have all of that done. Release nations, Pezaram. There. But can't I release Seer? Separatist? Alright. Seems good enough for me. So now we can do The mightiest martial arts. The Jia warrior monks have dedicated themselves to becoming the most fearsome fighters in Halan. They have warriors from all the civilized races in Hellas, including many Haramari. However, these Haramari seem confused. They have forgotten that Haramar already knew the best way to fight, and that his victories are proof of that. The Jia claim to be the mightiest warriors in all Hellas, but that honor has always belonged to the Haramraj, our northern cousins who have grown soft. Despite their lazy paws, we remain strong as ever. Alright. And just like that, Beyond Thong is turned into a pathetic little puppet. Or pathetic little rump state. Right, we are now all caught up on tech. And in terms of institutions, everyone is good. In terms of tech, everyone in Hellas is good as well, unfortunately. Alright. Got a spy network, and then for Uvari, I think it's about time, and I am going to declare this war, and then I am going to end the episode. So what we want is Bien Fong. And we can co-belligerate them. I can grab provinces off of them, including Semfrong. Yes. Is there anything else we might want to take? Not really. Oh, not that one. Co-belligerate. Thank you very much. Alright, I want to thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and have a good day.